The arena in Tokyo buzzes with electric anticipation, a sea of fans chanting as spotlights sweep across the ring. NAOYA INOUE, Japan's pride, strides forward with a predator's calm, his eyes locked on the prize. Across from him, FULTON, the American maestro, exudes confidence, his movements fluid, his gaze steady. The crowd's roar crescendos as the bell signals the start of a clash destined to be legendary. This is no ordinary fight, it's a collision of styles, power against finesse. Japan versus the USA, with the stakes sky high. The air crackles with tension as both fighters circle their gloves raised, each probing for an opening. Inoue, nicknamed the Monster, wastes no time. His footwork is precise, closing the distance with measured steps. Fulton, known as Cool Boy Steph, dances lightly, his head movement slick, dodging an early jab from Inoue. The first round is a chess match, both men testing the waters. Inoue throws a sharp left hook that grazes Fulton's guard, while Fulton counters with a quick 1-2 combination, snapping Inoue's head back. The crowd gasps, but Inoue's expression doesn't change. He's a machine, absorbing information, calculating. Fulton's speed is evident, his Philly-style defense making him a slippery target. But Inoue's pressure is unrelenting, like a storm gathering strength. As the second round begins, Inoue starts to assert himself. His punches carry venom, each one thrown with purpose. A stiff jab lands on Fulton's nose, followed by a body shot that draws a wince. Fulton, though, is no pushover. He slips under a right hand and fires a counter to Inoue's ribs, a reminder of his technical prowess. The commentators are in a frenzy, their voices rising over the crowd. Inoue is starting to find his range, but Fulton's counters are razor sharp. One exclaims. The round ends with both fighters exchanging in the center, neither willing to give an inch. The crowd roars, sensing the intensity building. Round 3 sees Inoue turn up the heat. He corners Fulton against the ropes, unloading a flurry of punches. A right hand to the body lands with a thud, and Fulton's face betrays the pain. But the American champion is resilient, firing back with a slick uppercut that catches Inoue off guard. The exchange is breathtaking, a blend of brute force and artistry. Inoue's power is starting to tell, but Fulton's ring IQ keeps him in the fight. Fulton's got heart, but can he withstand this onslaught? The commentator asks. The bell rings, and both fighters return to their corners, breathing heavily, their teams shouting instructions. By round 4, Inoue's game plan is clear. Break Fulton down. He targets the body relentlessly, each punch a calculated attempt to sap Fulton's energy. Fulton's movement slows slightly, but his counters remain crisp. He lands a beautiful 3-punch combination jab cross hook that draws cheers from the crowd. Inoue absorbs it, unfazed, and responds with a vicious left hook that snaps Fulton's head to the side. The arena erupts. That's the monster we know, the commentator shouts. Fulton survives the round, but the wear is starting to show, his breaths deeper, his guard a fraction slower. Round 5 is where the tide begins to turn. Inoue, sensing weakness, stalks forward with terrifying focus. He feints, drawing Fulton's guard up, then unleashes a blistering right hand to the jaw. Fulton stumbles, his legs unsteady, and the crowd leaps to its feet. He's hurt. Fulton's hurt, the commentator screams. Inoue pounces, but Fulton clinches, buying time. The referee separates them, and Fulton digs deep, firing back with a desperate combination to keep Inoue at bay. The bell saves him, but the momentum has shifted. Inoue's corner urges him to stay patient, while Fulton's team pleads for more movement. The 6th round is a masterclass in pressure from Inoue. He cuts off the ring, trapping Fulton in corners and unloading punishing combinations. Fulton's defense, once airtight, begins to crack. A left hook to the liver makes him grimace, and Inoue's eyes light up. He smells blood. Fulton fights back valiantly, landing a sharp counter that briefly halts Inoue's advance, but the Japanese star is relentless. Inoue's a machine tonight, the commentator declares. The round ends with Fulton breathing heavily, his face marked, while Inoue looks untouched, his focus unshaken. Round 7 is the turning point. Inoue comes out like a man possessed, his punches faster, harder, more precise. He traps Fulton on the ropes and unleashes a devastating combination left hook, right cross, uppercut. Fulton's legs buckle, but he refuses to fall, clinching to survive. The crowd is deafening, sensing the end is near. Inoue steps back, resets, then lands a thunderous right hand that sends Fulton crashing to the canvas. The arena explodes as the referee begins the count. What a shot! That's the monster's power, the commentator yells. Fulton rises at 8, his eyes glassy but defiant, and somehow makes it to the bell. In the 8th, Inoue goes for the kill. Fulton, running on heart, tries to keep him at bay with jabs, but Inoue walks through them. A brutal left hook to the body drops Fulton to a knee, and the crowd gasps. The referee counts, but Fulton staggers to his feet, his will unbroken. Inoue, calm and composed, measures his opponent, then unleashes a picture-perfect right cross. Fulton's head snaps back, and he collapses, the referee waving it off. The arena erupts in a mix of awe and disbelief. It's over, Naoya Inoue with a knockout for the ages. The commentator roars. The aftermath is electric. Inoue raises his gloves, soaking in the adulation, while Fulton's team helps him to his corner, his head bowed but his pride intact. The commentators recap the fight, their voices still charged with excitement. Naoya Inoue proves why he's called the monster. Devastating power, surgical precision. One says, but let's not forget Fulton's heart. He showed the world what a champion is made of. The other adds. The screen shows slow-motion replays of the knockout, each punch a testament to Inoue's dominance. Fulton, despite the loss, earns respect for his courage. His counter is a highlight in their own right. As the ring clears, Inoue takes the mic, thanking the fans in Japanese, his humility contrasting his ferocity. Fulton, gracious in defeat, vows to return stronger. The crowd chants both their names, a tribute to a fight that delivered everything promised. The camera pans to the roaring fans, then fades to a montage of the fight's best moments. Inoue's body shots, Fulton's slick counters, the final, crushing blow. The screen displays the fighters' records. Inoue's now adorned with another knockout, Fulton's with a hard-fought loss but a legacy intact. The video closes with a shot of Inoue holding his belt aloft, the lights glinting off the gold, and Fulton nodding in respect from across the ring. The commentators' voices fade in. This was boxing at its finest: power, skill, heart. Naoya Inoue solidifies his legend, but Stephen Fulton proved he belongs among the elite. The screen fades to black, the words Naoya Inoue versus Stephen Fulton full fight highlights, knockout, HD appearing in bold, followed by a call to subscribe for more epic battles. The music swells one last time, leaving viewers buzzing, the memory of the fight etched in their minds. Inoue, calm and composed, measures his opponent, then unleashes a picture-perfect right cross. Fulton's head snaps back, and he collapses, the referee waving it off. The arena erupts in a mix of awe and disbelief. It's over, Naoya Inoue with a knockout for the ages. The commentator roars. The aftermath is electric. Inoue raises his gloves, soaking in the adulation, while Fulton's team helps him to his corner, his head bowed but his pride intact. The commentators